How's it going? My name is Ricky Bernal. We're here in the city of Nuys at Nuys Toyota. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the 2015 RAV4. This is the technology package. I'm going to go over some of the details, interior and exterior, with you. Go ahead and take a look at the front grille of the vehicle. As you can tell, it does have the LED standard daytime running lights. This one does have the integrated fog lights as well. A little bit of a sporty look to it because it does have a little bit of a honeycomb grille to it, as well as the chrome on here because it is a limited edition. Taking a look at the exterior of the vehicle coming along the side, most noticeably you can see it's an 18-inch alloy rim. A very different design than what comes standard out of the factory from Toyota on most RAV4s. This is a limited model, but even so, this has a technology package on it. It does have different rims on it. It's a very nice rugged look. You do have your standard turn signals here on the mirrors, as well as blind spot monitoring system on them. You wrap around here, it's a very nice glossy finish, very nice chrome details as well. You do have the smart system, and you just, with the touch of a button, you can open up the trunk here, and you can adjust the height. So if I were to press it one more time, it's going to stop right there. So that's a very unique feature. Again, you could adjust it every time you want. You can press the button every time you want. It's just something that's very technological, very convenient, very spacious. It's just a very unique feature. Go ahead and close that, or you can just press the button here. And it does have the backup camera come standard as well. Taking a look at the interior of the vehicle, we're going to get into it right here in the back. Getting into it, it's a very luxurious feel to it. You have leather all around here. You do have a little bit of a carbon fiber type of feel to it here, so it's luxurious and sporty. I've got plenty of room here. Again, also these seats can fold down to a 60-40 split fold, so it's going to give you plenty of room as well if you have some storage in the back, if you're not going to have any rear room passengers. Other than that, it's very spacious. You have your standard cup holder here. You can fold that up here, and you can very easily fit a third person as well in the middle here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get out and come to the front now, and you can take a look at it. It's going to be continued with the leatherette. It is a very nice stitched on the side as well. And getting into this here, you're really in the captain's chair here. On the door, technology package, as I mentioned, it's got standard memory seating. You have your traction control buttons here, your blind spot monitoring systems here. If I want to open up the trunk, I can go ahead and press that here like such. You know, the window controls, everything here, you're really in control when you get into the vehicle. Okay, so carried on into the interior here, one thing I do want to mention, it does have the Entune Audio Premium system here, which gives you the navigation, live traffic, things like that, and the 6.1-inch touchscreen. Just below that, you have your standard climate control, controls there. It is a push to start because it is the technology package. Just below that here, you do have your standard eco mode that you can put it in here. You've got your sport mode. This particular model does have heated seats as well. Carried over to the right, you've got your standard USB and auxiliary with your 12-volt. Then you've got your standard gear change here with the sport mode. Very spacious cubby as well. It's very comfortable as well because it is leather wrapped, but it's very spacious. You can fit quite a variety of things in there. Taking a look at the center cluster here, I like it a lot. I like the design a lot. It's very kind of like you're in a cockpit here. The tachometer and the speedometer is set up differently, leading into the gas gauge to the right there. Right in the middle, you have the speedometer with the RPM cluster there a little bit to your left. Here on the control system, you have a nice leather-wrapped steering wheel with your hands-free display system. Want to make some phone calls, I would go ahead and press that button here. Want to change the volume, things like that. It's a very nice feature. And then, as I mentioned before, over here to my left, I've got my memory seating. I've got my button for the blind spot monitoring system. It's a very technologically advanced vehicle. You look up here, this particular model does have a sunroof as well. So, very convenient features here that Toyota really thinks of. And it's a very luxurious wraparound. It's got, like I mentioned, the nice leatherette everywhere. It takes away from what most people do with a lot of plastic. Okay, so now we're going to do the road demonstration on the 2015 RAV4. I do want to mention this particular model also has JBL speaker system. You're not going to hear them during this video, but I promise you they're very strong and crisp sounding speakers. It comes with the technology package as well. I'm going to go ahead and go over some of the pros and cons of the vehicle. I'll let you know how it handles, how the turning ratio is, what I think about it, and let's get started here. Coming out of the dealership, I do want to mention it does have a lot of similarities to the Camry. A lot of the similarities underneath the hood especially as well. It's got the same engine on it. It's not that very heavy of a vehicle, so it does move rather quickly. So we're going to go ahead and put that to the test here. Like I mentioned before, this does have a sport mode as well. And yeah, you can hear it is a 4-cylinder, so it is very gas and economical. But if you need to move past someone or jump up on the freeway, you can go ahead and do so. It will have a strong power output, just under 200 miles in I'm sorry, 200 horsepower this vehicle has. The turning is very smooth. The suspension is very, very smooth. Like I mentioned, very similar chassis to the Camry, just a taller ride height. The braking system is very, very smooth as well. It's very light to the touch, but not too light to where you're going to be jerking around a lot. Go ahead and put it back into normal drive mode. This vehicle does have an eco mode as well, so when you're traveling at low rates of speed, not using, you know, that much gas, it will save you quite a bit. The steering display is actually very unique as well. I do like how the speedometer is right in the middle. It is a unique kind of look. I can't think of any other Toyota model that has a display as such as this. The hands, where they're supposed to be on the steering wheel, it feels very well. It's very nicely gripped. Again, very similar to the Camry. And it's a very quiet ride in here as well, actually. Rather impressed. I haven't been into a limited edition before in this particular model. So overall, I do think it drives very well. Well, coming up to the last turn here, it drives very well. It's very smooth. Like I mentioned, you step on the gas and you will start to move if you need to overcome someone on the freeway, on the street, whatever it may be. The braking system, very smooth, very light. Very, very quiet cabin. It's very spacious in here. Overall, I like it a lot. You know, I do like how it drives. It drives very comfortable. It's very personable. You can feel right at home as soon as you get inside of the vehicle. This is my first time ever driving this RAV4, and I like it. You know, it feels very me. I feel like it can be a very daily driver. Again, the gas is very, very good on here. It's a 2.4 cylinder, so it's very nice when it comes to saving money in your pocket. If you guys do have any other questions about the vehicle, any type of room interior, anything like that, anything under the hood, go ahead and leave some comments. I can go ahead and get back to you and answer that. Other than that, we're about to conclude our test drive here. Thank you for watching.